about how hot the market is. How long will it stay hot, though?
Thanks for having me on the show, Haslinda. Markets are pretty hot in India today. The annual turnover of sales last year have been almost about 7 billion. So it's been pretty good. And I think what is happening is the trend is that the new India, which is the young India, is coming into and investing in real estate in a big way. And that trend, I feel, is going to keep it long. Also, what is happening is that people are wanting better and bigger homes. They are wanting more plusher homes. And post-COVID, I think what people have realized is that they want to be, since life is finite and they want to live it up. And I think real estate has also become, the residential real estate also has become a priority. So it's no more something that they can put off.
Aakash, we're talking about million-dollar homes. What's the risk that we could reach a saturation point?
So as I said, what's happening is $1 million homes are just the beginning of what you're seeing actually in India. We have also done about almost 15 million homes, which are apartments in the Camellias, which is in the golf links of DLF in Gurgaon. So I think what's happening right now is that, as I said earlier, the young India and people are wanting better homes. They want to live in better homes and bigger homes. And I think this is a priority. And with the economy booming, with India making all the marks as far as the growth potential is concerned, the real estate investments are growing, the inward remittances are growing. What is heartening also to know that the NRI investments have grown almost 3 times. They're almost 25% of our top line today. So I think the saturation point can only be limited to many geographies. But if you look at it as one India, if you look at it as a global perspective and the massive NRI investments that are coming into the country today, I think there is enough market for everybody.
So how are you capitalizing on the growth you're anticipating? Aakash, I mean, what are your hiring plans, for instance, for DLF? What's your investment plan?
Well, as far as DLF is concerned, as we mentioned to you that our developable potential this year is almost about $4 billion US dollars. The sales potential is almost $2.5 billion US dollars. We are entering Mumbai and Goa, apart from our hub, which is Gurgaon. And so we've got Tri-City, which is in up north again in Chandigarh. So there is a lot of investments that we are doing this year, and the sales potential is also looking good. Investments are looking good. We have just closed a quarter with almost about $250 million. So I think as far as we are concerned, we are setting the whole business, especially the construction as well as sales revenue engines, and then making sure that they are tightly controlled and focused.
And in terms of commercial real estate, Aakash, how is it looking and what's the potential there? What opportunities do you see?
Well, our commercial portfolios have also been pretty good. As you've seen from the results, the annuity business is doing very well. This whole concept of a hybrid model where in India it's completely different. Most organizations prefer employees to work from the offices, which is good. And that is leading to an increase in the revenue as well as the annual rentals as well. So the commercial business, the office business is looking good too. So all I can say is today, both DLF's engines, both the development business and the Rentco businesses are doing pretty well.
Aakash, given the rosy picture that you're looking at, any plans to go to market?
Well, right now, we're already there. If you're referring to REITs and other markets and all, not at the moment. I think as far as we're concerned, we will wait that out for a bit. But looking at the kind of growth potentials that we have today, there is a lot happening in India. A lot of companies are coming to India, and a lot of investments, in fact, are coming in, as I mentioned earlier. So whether it is the domestic demand or the demand from the non-resident Indians all over the world, they are looking at India today.
Aakash, we're counting down to the results of the national elections. I'm wondering, what policies would you like to see from the Modi government when it wins that election?
Well, just as far as we are concerned, I think the real estate industry is going to be contributing to almost 13% of the Indian economy in 2025. So the government has been pretty proactive already. Regulations are in place. The banking systems are pretty robust and tight. So I think as far as the support is concerned, there is enough that the industry has today. And I think we're on our way to a lot of things. I mean, I say this with caution again. All the planning is done with the perspective of future development. And we're keeping our eyes to the ground and making sure that we take one step at a day and also make sure that the visibility for the next 3 years is planned well. So as far as the government is concerned, I feel there is enough potential that this industry brings, whether it's employment, whether it's adding to the economy. So as far as we're concerned, the government is supportive, and I think everybody is cognizant of the fact that it is going to be a major contributor to the economy in the next 3 years.
Aakash, it is a higher for longer environment. Rates are likely to stay high for quite some time. How might that play out in terms of the property sector?
Well, as far as the, are you talking about the investments? Are you talking about residential property rates?
Residential property rates?
Yeah. So what is happening is, as I said, I think it's more of a priority than anything else today. So if people are wanting to, buy better homes, like they've always done with watches or travel in business class or buy expensive clothes or whatever else, I think residential real estate has now become a priority for them. So I feel that they are putting away that money on a regular basis, and it's become a priority one. So therefore, for them, this is something that they spend a lot of time. A home is where you rejuvenate, it calms you, gets you ready for the next day. So I think what people are doing right now is prioritizing it, and I see that once you do that, I think you generally get money from wherever you need to. But I think that's where it is, and I see this as a trend. This is not an aberration. I've been seeing this for the last 4 years, and I hope that this is going to continue. There are no signs for it not to. The builders and the industry is also making sure that they are providing for this demand.